sa lahat ng mga estudyante ko, sa lahat ng law students, nothing cures an illegal arrest. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Narinig ko na rin po yan nung nag-aaral po ako ng law. Kaya wag nyo na po kaming lecturean dyan. Nothing cures an illegal arrest, but you have to prove that the arrest was illegal yet. Di po ba? Would you agree with that, yung bagong lawyers ng mga accused?
Well, Mr. Chair, if you read Article 125 kasi, kahit po mga estudyante ko nahihirapan maintindihan yun eh. Mga gusto na po yan mag-abogado. So, ang iba nga po, kahit abogado na, nagtatanong pa rin sa akin. Kasi po, mahirap talaga siya naintindihin. Siguro po, as part of the mandate of this committee, it's an inquiry in aid of legislation. I think po, Congress can make our laws more understandable. Kasi kung yung nag-aaral nga po ng abogasiya, nahihirapan yun maintindihan, paano pa kaya po yung walang pinag-aralan? So, yun po yung call doon. And, I think po, kailangan, I'm a teacher po kasi, hindi ko kayang mapabayaan na mali yung pagkakaintindi. If there's something wrong with the answer or the explanation, I have to call it outright. So, I just want to make it clear, Mr. Chair, that nothing cures an illegal arrest. Okay? Wala pong makaka-cure doon. The waiver of Article 125 only cures the period that you are detained without a valid warrant. Okay po? When you waive Article 125, sinasabi mo, okay, pag ako inaresto, dapat, within 36 hours, na-file na sa kaso yung court. Na-file na yung kaso sa court. But pag ako nag-waive ng 125, sige, piskal, magdesisyon ka. Magdesisyon ka, pero ako, dito muna sa loob. Dito muna sa kulungan. Yun po yung hindi naiintindihan ng iba. Kasi po, ang iba, pag sinabing, okay, mag-waive ako ng 125, kasi bibigyan ako ng tsansa magpaliwanag. Bibigyan ka po ng tsansa magpaliwanag, pero wini-waive mo yung right mo na i-release ka within 36 hours. Pag winave mo po yon, okay, dito lang ako sa loob ng kulungan habang si piskal nagdidesisyon. Yun po ang konsekwensya ng 125. I want to make it very clear po sa lahat ng mga estudyante ko, sa lahat ng law students, nothing cures an illegal arrest. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Narinig ko na rin po yan nung nag-aaral po ako ng law. Kaya wag nyo na po kaming lecturean dyan. Nothing cures an illegal arrest, but you have to prove that the arrest was illegal yet. Di po ba? Because if you allege that the arrest was illegal, then you have to prove that the arrest was illegal.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
He who averts must prove it. Tama rin po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And you do not agree with the ruling of the prosecutor insofar as explaining the repercussions of waiving or availing of Article 125.
Well, Mr. Chair, this case is already filed in court and I am already bound by the sub judice rule.
Okay. But in this jurisdiction, we're not bound by the sub judice rule.
Yes, Mr. Chair, but
Yes,
as a lawyer,
there are rulings of the Supreme Court already that proves or that says that we are not bound by the sub judice rule in committee hearings of this House of Representatives.
Yes, I agree, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you. Because if you read the ruling, nandito naman po yung kwan eh. I do not know if you have read the resolution of the investigating prosecutor.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I read it personally when it was emailed to us.
Yes, and I would just like to emphasize that paragraph, and I would like to quote, "This undertaking were clearly discussed by their counsel." It pertains to the waiver of their rights. "Before they voluntarily signed the waiver, the respondents were award-winning film director who graduated from a prestigious university. The other two respondents were both civil engineers, and the other is a sales manager. It is impossible that they did not understand the contents of the request, since their own lawyer assisted them in the process of signing them." That's the exact wordings of the resolution of the prosecutor or investigating prosecutor. Yun po yung kwan. So, while I agree with you that students of law, or even lawyers for that matter, do not fully grasp the meaning of this waiver, I agree with you, Madam. Pero, ito po ay kasama sa protocol, di po ba? At ginawa naman, pinagawa ng prosecutor na yung counsel of choice ipaliwanag bago pirmahan yung waiver na yon. That is the protocol, di po ba? Kasi I have been an investigator in my whole life. At ginagawa talaga ito. Di po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, yeah. So, nagawa naman yung prosecutor lahat ng protocol para maprotektahan yung karapatan ng mga accused. The way I look at it, yun ang kwan. Doon sa mga pulis, doon sa hot pursuit to be kwan, hindi naman kailangan na ilagay mo doon sa blatter na you're conducting hot pursuit. Hot pursuit is brought about because of the second instance where you can arrest a person without any warrant of arrest. Kaya intindihin po yun. Kasi palagi nyo ginagamit yung term na hot pursuit, wala naman sa provision of law yung term na hot, or yung phrase na hot pursuit. Yeah. Is there a representative of the IDM here? Yes. You are the, please state your position.
Sir, I am Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Castil Jr., the Deputy DIDM, sir.
So you're the number 2 man.
Yes, sir.
Now, could you please tell this committee, meron po ba kayong courses in the conduct of criminal investigations?
Sir, actually, sir, under the...
Sagutin mo muna yung katanungan ko.
Yes, sir. Meron po kami, sir. It is under ng Special Investigation and Detective Management under po, sir, ng DIDM. Yan po, sir, yung IOBC natin. Saka CIC, sir. Yung Investigation Officers Basic Course po, sir, na
Yes.
kinakandak po, sir, sa mga chief of police saka magiging chief of police po, sir.
Eh bakit yung chief of police? Hindi naman yung chief of police ang nag-imbestiga eh. Kung titignan mo, sarhento nga lang yung nag-iimbestiga eh.
Sir, meron din po kami, sir, para sa...
ninyo.
Meron din po kami, sir, para sa mga PNCOs yung CIC, sir, Criminal Investigation Course, sir.
Okay, and you are around 200 plus uniform members, right?
Yes, sir.
And how many of this, in this number, how many are considered investigators?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir, as of now, wala po akong figure, sir, pero yung gagiging procedure yan, sir, halos lahat na po ng chief of police, nag-undergone na po ng IOBC, and then yung mga assigned or designated investigators are graduate po ng criminal investigation course, sir.
Okay. That is what you say. Pero kung binabasa ko yung investigation report ng mga kapulisan dito, it is not within the standard. Kaya yung Supreme Court, sinasabi nga, ina-admonish yung mga investigator natin because cases are dismissed because of sloppy investigation. Yun ang katotohanan. Supreme Court na nga mismo nagsasabi.
Sir, yan po siguro ang ibig sabihin ng ating DILG, sir, na palakasin at karagdagang kaalaman para sa mga natin, sir.
Eh kung yun ang kailangan ng sinasabi ng USEC, ng DILG, di gawin po ninyo.
Yes, sir.
Hindi ko
We'll
po
do that, sir.
nakikita na ginagawa ninyo eh.
Gagawin po namin, sir.
Yes.
We will invite kayo, sir. Baka invitahin din namin kayo, sir, na magturo kung pwede, sir.
Tapos na ako dyan, iho. Huwag mo akong pagturuin na. Kasi dito pa lang, hirap na ako. And I think that is part of your job there in the Philippine National Police.
May
I ask, you said capacity building for our investigators. First question, is there not enough budget for the training of our investigators?
Although I'm not privy po dun po sa pinaka-budget po nila, but I believe meron po naman po sila na provided sa kanila po.
The next issue there is yung training budget na given by the GAA to the Philippine National Police would entail yung training nila in every aspect of their work. Tama po.
Tama po.
Eh kung tatanungin ko po, how much of that budget is spent for the training of our policemen in so far as investigation is concerned? Makikita po ba natin?
Maaari pong alamin po namin, Mr. Chair, kung paano po na gagamit po yan.
Ang third na issue na susunod po doon ay, sige, sabihin na natin may budget. Meron po bang mga programa na kagaya ng pag-schooling ng ating mga investigador para mapabuti yung kanilang trabaho sa pag-iimbestiga?
Mr. Chair, alam ko, meron po yun. Pero kung ito po ba ay sapat, titignan din po namin kung ayun po ay sapat.
Thank you, Yusek.